How long will you be hospitalized then, Helen?
I have no idea, but the doctor said they ought to keep an eye on me, so they advised being hospitalized for a long time.
Boo!
Please come back to us!
I don't care. Seems they finally found out.
Trouble Busters!
Hi there, my name's Helen. I'm 31 years old, and at this very moment, I've decided to sever ties from my toxic family. This is not the conclusion I came to after thinking about it today and yesterday. I'd lost all feelings towards them a long time ago. A very long time ago. Another package for her? Chiara! Seems you bought clothes again without my permission, eh? Here we go, the Wailing Banshee. Online mailing is convenient for real, but the real problem is that prick at home will inevitably find out. And you do not call your mother names, Missy. There's nothing wrong with this, since I'm buying things with my own money. From your salary, every single day a package arrives for you, Chiara. It's not an amount that you can buy with your salary alone. Shut up! They're all cheap. That's also a lie. Bags, wallets, and clothes from brands that even I know. You do not lie to your parents. Oh, listen, Grandma. I'm not saying you shouldn't dress up, but just understand limits and moderation do exist.
I'm paying for those packages. I don't need you to decide how I use my own damn pension. And more to the point, I don't think you ought to be reprimanding your daughter spending money right now. This morning's breakfast was so poor, so miserable that I didn't have any appetite.
For real, your cooking just doesn't sit well at all.
You do really prepare the ingredients in a way that doesn't seem right. You're such a genius in failing. What are you doing, Is this some kind of artillery attack on us with some mission in mind?
No! Perish the thought, Mrs. Smith. And yet you go on and on and on, trying to make up excuses, aren't you, Mom? You interfere with people's shopping without even giving a damn. By interfering, you mean the fact that you buy a hell of a lot of brand name products that a 20-year-old usually can't buy? Isn't it normal to think, how are you doing this? Could you, stop forcing your own norms into me? But see, Chiara doesn't bring any money into the family budget. And you, Mrs. Smith, you only use your pension for yourself. Trevor's contributions to our lives, which are most important thing, are decreasing with each passing month, so...
Shut the hell up!
That's just
because
a lack
you
of
don't get
effort on
creative.
your part. You stay at home all day, every day, and you say you can't manage the household finances?
What on earth do you exist for, eh?
Can you seriously stop complaining about our entertainment expenses just because you're bad at making ends meet? I guess scum who haven't been out functioning in society forever seriously knows no shame. It's unthinkable for me. Pathetic. It's embarrassing to call someone like this my mother. I never had the intention of saying anything wrong. However, when I did have something to say, these two would form an alliance and turn to the offensive. This alone is the worst, but here comes something even worse.
I'm home!
Oh, Daddy's home!
Welcome home, Trevor, honey.
I heard from both of them.
Please hear my opinion, too.
I refuse.
I just wanted to fix Chiara's...
I have no intention of listening to you. A housewife who doesn't bring any bread to the table has no business in being bossy to my family.
What the hell? Wasn't it you who asked me to be a housewife, Trevor? Okay, then.
Let's go get some food.
But there's food here.
Eh? There's food.
Let's go! Hey! Divorce. Should I really do it? I wish I could just give up everything and be free from this pain. Daddy? Grandma? How about we eat some sushi on our way home? And there's also something I'm eager to buy.
Something eager to buy. Good idea.
Sushi? Good idea.
Aw, I love you guys so much.
I'll leave your things here for now.
After that, my parents found out about my hospitalization and came to visit. And that's when I confessed my feelings to them. Dad told me, no matter what happens, we're always with you. And Mom said, you did so well this far, darling. You did amazing. I found new strengths thanks to my parents' word, and I have no hesitation anymore. I want a divorce. Thank you for everything. A marriage that wasn't going well to begin with. The divorce was finalized in no time. My ex-family is overjoyed with the divorce. But they don't understand the horror of the truth. It'll probably become a ticking time bomb and go off eventually. Unforgivable. Trouble busters initiate.
Please, come back to us.
Hurry up. Hurry the frick up, elevator.
Please, come back to us.
I don't care. Seems they finally found out. Judging by how you people seem, it seems like the deferred payments from Sahara.com came rolling in. Oh, I knew. Branded bags, shoes, wallets, perfumes, cosmetics for girls, etc., etc. Spoiling rotten your son and granddaughter. Spoiling rotten your daughter in brand name suits, watches, golf sets, fishing equipment, etc., for yourself. Perhaps spoiling Chiara made shopping a pleasure for all you pricks,
So you did know.
I mean, of course. I was the one who received some sort of delivery every day. All you do is just one click on your computer screen. When you start using credit cards, you don't feel like you're taking money out of your wallet directly. That's why shopping online with a credit card can be disastrous if you don't have a solid sense of responsibility. Well, I think it's already late anyhow.
That's exactly how it is for us. We were all deceived by the mail order site's deferred payment system. If you buy something, you'll have to pay for it 3 months later. And it shows up on your credit card bill.
And we didn't really understand the meaning of that, so we maxed out our credit cards every 2 months when the credit card bills came.
From the left, the limits are $6,000, then 4, then 3, then 3 again.
Mine's limit is $1,000.
We went on using Sahara until our credit cards were maxed out for a total of $17,000.
So 3 months later, Sahara told you along the lines of, "Yup, it's been 3 months, guys. Pay the 17 grand, right?"
I hate to admit it, though.
A truly exemplary bankruptcy because of deferred payments.
Oh, you never failed to be so harsh. And in the end, we got a lot of phone calls and reminders to pay up.
Mail, too. It arrives so often that I really started to get sick of it.
You don't want to see a reminder letter, and you don't want to hear a reminder phone call, do you?
We're the ones who suffer more than anyone else with all this debt, and yet demand without human blood or tears. And so you continued to ignore the memos.
We didn't see anything. We didn't hear anything. Then what's this? A miracle. The reminder letters and phone calls suddenly dropped about after 3 months.
Oh, so you thought they'd given up?
We did think so. They just can't be demons. They would never take anything from someone who was penniless. It was peaceful for a while.
No, that piece was fake all along.
That's right. 6 months after the payments were overdue, we received a statement from a corporate lawyer.
For real, it said that if we continued to delay payments, they would file a lawsuit.
That's why we really did get sued. But we couldn't pay. Not to mention, we don't have time to go to court on weekdays, so we didn't attend the hearing. But a judgment was passed and our wages were withheld.
Well, I guess that can be expected. That's why Daddy and I have all our paychecks confiscated. So Mom, please, do something about it. Do something? But I'm a housewife. I don't have any money.
You liar! Why aren't you kicked out of the hospital then?
I naturally told my parents about my condition, and my parents are covering everything.
I freaking knew it.
Please, let us use that power, too.
For real, it's no fair that you're the only one privileged, Mom. No, I'm going back to work after I'm discharged from the hospital, and I don't want strangers to tell me what concerns them.
There! That's why we're here.
Could you perhaps start over with Trevor, darling Helen? Huh?
It's time to get my family together again. It shouldn't be a bad idea.
No, that's a terrible idea. Why in the world do I have to return to the family, who failed so miserably in proper decision-making, and who racked up debt and lost lawsuits? What punishment game is this, eh? Rejoice, woman! Starting today, you've been chosen to be the crew of the Ship of the Mud. Mom, please, ask my grandparents on your side and try to persuade them to help us pay off this debt. Absolutely not. This is a debt you've created with all your pleasure-seeking bird brains. So you pay it all off yourself. I warned you many times to avoid wasting money so that this didn't happen, didn't I? Because I never thought something like this would happen if we ignored it. What are you on about? You're a grown woman, for God's sakes. You make the decision to ignore my advice, so it's your own fault you're in this situation. I mean, we're strangers anyhow. Don't say things like that, Mommy. Don't call me Mommy. Shut the hell up. I still remember every single damn word all of you said to me when it was decided that I would be hospitalized for a long period of time. My relationship with you ended right then and there. That will never change. If you understand now, could you please leave? Just looking at the tops of your heads, you devious brain-dead piles of sludge, makes me nauseous. You're bothering me now. Leave now. Well then, I, Chiara, hereby loudly declare my request for child support. Give me child support, woman. I'm asking for child support of $2,000 per month, but I'm asking for a lump sum payment of 9 months, amounting to $18,000.
Oh, nice thinking.
Nah, stupid yet again. The hell you mean frickin' child support? You're frickin' 21. You're an adult. But I'm your daughter. There's no friggin' obligation to pay child support to an adult daughter. There's no way such a request would go through. You sure are surprisingly childish when it comes to money matters, aren't you, darling? People like you don't deserve credit cards. It only causes trouble for others. So glad I cut ties with all of y'all. And also, I'm really curious about this, especially. But why are all of them wearing expensive clothes even though you're in trouble with money? And jewelry too? Are you kidding me? Oh. The hell you mean? Oh. Don't surround yourself with luxury items when you're but a power-hungry horde of boors who's always been careless with money. Sell them. Sell them all. Downgrade your initial equipment to cotton rags and cypress sticks. Sell, sell, sell. Sell it all. That's where everything stems from.
I'm so sorry!
With those around, my blood pressure sure goes up. Calling Nurse Abbott, do you copy? Nurse Abbott, call the doctor immediately, please.
Please, give us a reasonable amount.
Please, for the amount we can get here, our fate will also change dramatically.
Hey! How much will it cost in total? Yes. I'll do a little appraisal. I'll be generous and say $5 grand.
$5 grand?
And I'm being very generous. It would be lower at other stores.
This is stupid. These are treasures worth a total of 15 grand.
For real, reevaluate, please. The actual value may be that way, but with how things naturally deteriorate over time, and how trends come and go, it can vary, you know?
Oh, but it shouldn't be so low as to be 1/3 and punch us in the gut at the same time.
If you disagree, by all means, take them elsewhere. However, there is no place that will buy it at a higher price than mine, folks.
Hello, Miss Sharon.
Kendall from Good Job Recycling. How do you do?
Oh, currently under appraisal now, are we?
Yes, I am.
For us, 3 grand would already be generous. And how much will you buy them for?
5.
Excuse me, I must say that's very generous.
These folks here, after that they told me, seem to be having a lot of trouble with money right now, you see?
But business usually doesn't take that into account. You're too soft, Miss Sharon.
I know, Kendall, but I can't leave people in trouble alone.
I see. Well, you are famously kind to people after all. Well, I must be off.
Say hello to your manager for me, hey?
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
We decided we'd rather have you buy all of this, Miss Sharon.
Are you sure? If you think my appraisal is questionable, you can go to another store. Business is only possible if the customer is satisfied, after all.
No, ma'am. We're satisfied here.
Is that so? Thank you very much. We hope you come back to us soon, sir.
Of course. Kind, generous people like you, Sharon, dear. I feel the world is not at all a lost cause after all.
Still have something, sir?
This is my contact information. Please contact me if you like.
Well, thank you very much.
Damn it! No matter how hard we try, we can only make to 10 grand.
What are we gonna do, Daddy?
We have no choice but to rely on Helen.
I suppose so. I mean, hey, we tried our best too. We'll be in trouble if we don't get any help from anyone around here.
For now, let's get down to it and negotiate. Let's make Helen see some sense and make her feel like she ought to help us.
But what could we do to persuade that old hag? Praise her like she has beautiful eyes or has the body of an actress. Something cheesy like that.
I understand. I'll do my best.
Helen, dear.
Empty bed.
Hey, whoa. What happened to Helen? Where did our precious Helen go?
Miss Helen Smith's family?
Former family, yes.
I'm afraid that qualifies as strangers. I cannot disclose any information.
No way. Can't we do something about that?
Since it is personal information, I cannot share it with you.
Because you quickly begged her for a divorce.
Please, if this situation continues, we're seriously gonna have to go to court. Please give me Helen's contact information.
There's nothing I can do, sir.
Mommy! It's over. No more options. We've tried everything. It's over.
No, not yet. It's not over yet.
What are we gonna do? Have some magical way to avoid court, eh?
That's... We charge 50% for 10 days, so think carefully when borrowing money, eh?
But boss, he was introduced to us by Sharon, so ain't it good to have 30% instead?
Ah, shit, I forgot. Then, yeah, 30% for 10 days, yeah? 30% for 10 days. 30% for 10 days. 30% for 10 days.
Hey, what are you doing?
30% for 10 days. 30% for 10 days. 30% for 10 days. If only I had listened to Helen. If I hadn't divorced her. She was doing her best for us all. And I stupidly took it for granted. I condescended to her. Helen. Alan!
I'd predicted that the 3 trolls would turn to me again if they still had financial problems. The moment they disappeared to the pawn shop, I'd already taken refuge in another ward. According to little birds in the trees, the 3 pricks borrowed money from a loan shark after that, were able to avoid a lawsuit, but in return, they're now forced to repay the loan from the loan shark. The amount of money he borrowed increased by 30% interest every 10 days, and they're living in poverty, trying just to pay back the interest. It's scary that most of the money you make goes toward interest. On the other hand, I'm scheduled to be discharged from the hospital very soon. After I'm discharged from the hospital, I hope to be able to be more filial to my parents who helped me out so much. Troublebusters.